Hey everyone, Jeannette Womble here. Today I'm with Angel, my client and friend, who we met about 5 years ago when she had a beautiful home that she was selling. And at that time, I was her listing agent. And we're sitting in her next house right now that she's owned for about
2 years.
2 years. And so we're just going to take a couple minutes today to share with you our experience working together. And she's graciously agreed to talk a little about what it's like to work with me. So, what was your experience before we ever met?
Yes, so I was stationed in Germany and I was looking to purchase a home because we were being stationed here in South Carolina. And I just went online. I actually went through my bank. They found a realtor for us because you got a little cut in the cost for the realtor. And he was a great realtor. He communicated decently, but he didn't put any personal efforts into finding us our dream home. It was more so I was finding the homes and then asking him to go look for it or provide me information on those homes. So I think it was a little bit difficult to actually connect with that person and find a forever home.
So they didn't really understand what your needs were,
No.
And you were more doing the work, and they
Right.
were just kind of opening up doors for you.
Yes.
But you're doing this in Germany, so it's really hard because you can't even do drive-bys.
No.
So you almost needed like a person who could do drive-bys for you, who could bring you properties, even off-market properties that may not even be on the internet because they're local and they have that knowledge, and that wasn't happening.
And even because we can look and do the research on what are the best schools, but you don't know until you arrive. So it would have been nice to just have somebody that was willing to go that extra step and show us the neighborhood or show the best neighborhoods in South Carolina because they're the people that are there.
Right. So that can be a little frustrating, I'm sure.
Yeah. It was definitely frustrating.
So you ended up finding a house because we met after that when you wanted to put it on the market.
Yes.
So what would you say, when we met, your first impression was? And let's go back to that first, time that we met each other.
It's funny because I instantly liked how professional you were, and you were so knowledgeable, and you were really direct and honest. I always appreciate somebody that can be very upfront, and even though it's not something you want to hear, it takes a brave person to say, hey, I might not be able to get this person, but I'm going to be honest. Like, what you want to list this house for, it's not in the current market. We just can't list it. This is what the house is worth based off the comps. Yeah. And you came prepared. You had your laptop. Like, you had already done the research. So for me, that let me know that you were serious versus a couple of the other realtors that we had met with. They wanted to say, this is what we can do. This is what we can't. But they were giving me the answers that I wanted to hear versus what I needed to actually know. So.
And that can be difficult. But at the end of the day, none of us have a crystal ball.
Yeah.
But I like to try to set expectations and just be really realistic.
Yeah.
I will say that when I first met with Angel, I didn't think she liked me because she was very stoic. And when she called me a few days later and said that they were going to hire me to sell their house, I was like, oh, she liked me.
Yes.
So it was really beautiful. And then fast forward to 2 years ago, we sold the house that you had, and we found this one for you.
Yes.
So are you enjoying being here?
I love this house. Again, you put a lot of work in. I don't know if you knew, because we went and we probably seen 20 different houses. My son was committed to living in this neighborhood. He didn't want to go outside of this neighborhood. This house was on the market. My military career was up, and we didn't know what was going to happen. We put an offer on this house. They declined the offer.
Yeah, they did decline. Yeah. I remember that. It's like, oh well.
Yeah, and I was in Kuwait, and my parents came, and you were like, oh my God, my mom's going to blow the deal. So you had to manage my parents. You had to manage my children, and I was gone. The work that you put in, not just for selling a home, but even helping you find a dream home. And you make people a part of your family. It's probably one of the reasons that we are continuing to be great friends. And I send anyone that I know to you.
Thank you.
Because
thank you. I appreciate that.
Yeah, you put all the work in, and you've assisted me in creating a home for my family.
Right. And it's beautiful.
Thank you. I appreciate
So for someone who may not know me yet, what would you say, just in a quick nutshell, if they were to work with me, what would that be like for them? coming down the road?
It's not work. It is a great time. You're going to find a person that you can grow with. They're going to meet all your needs, and they become friends and family after. So it's never work with you.
Right.
It's always
Well,
great.
my hope is that, I'm going to want to help somebody the way I'd want to be helped.
Yeah.
And really to be the person that you can trust for your whole entire life.
Yes.
And I know you made a great investment. Your children love your home. It has appreciated really well.
Yes.
So if you want to sell again,
Yes.
you can do pretty good.
I know.
But I really do appreciate you taking the time to share your story. And if you have any questions about what it might be like to put your house on the market, or you'd like to interview with me about me possibly helping you, please feel free to reach out to me, and I'd be more than happy to talk with you. And Angel, thank you so much.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
You're welcome.
Say bye, Duke.
Say bye.
Say bye.
Duke has a happy home.
Yes.